The steep dive of stock indices, the main IPOs of the fall, and why the strengthening of the euro could negatively affect the eurozone's economy. The most exciting and hottest news of the financial world is already here. Subscribe to our channel, improve your karma, and an endless stream of useful information. And we are starting. Hello everyone, it is the RoboMarkets channel and the top financial stories of the week. There is a lot of exciting news today, so make yourself comfortable. Let's start with the recent buzz on the American Stock Exchange. On Thursday, September 3rd, the S&P 500, Dow Jones, and NASDAQ all fell sharply amid declining stock prices of IT giants, our beloved Apple, Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, joined by Tesla. Apple and Tesla scored the most, dropping 8% and 9% respectively after their splits. Of course, the fall does not happen without growth. Experts call the jump in stocks prices speculative and the decline natural. Many say that this is not a direct treat to the economy, but the rather old-fashioned fixing of profit. The primary decreases still fell on the IT sector's overbought shares. In a sense, this is a catharsis of the market. Growth cannot continue indefinitely. Some analysts say the market will become healthier and more attractive after such a shakeup. Attractive, but how? Well, for example, through new companies entering the stock exchange. This autumn will be rich in promising IPOs. Let's see which companies we're talking about. First on our list, an Ant Group, a subsidiary of Alibaba Holding, which expects to raise $30 billion in an IPO on the Hong Kong and Shanghai exchanges. The owner of the Chinese mobile payment platform Alipay has truly ambitious plans. If the company manages to attract that much capital, then the Ant Group's IPO will become the largest in exchange history, ahead of the notorious Saudi Aramco. Following Ant Group, two delivery companies. One is the food delivery service, DoorDash, which now occupies 44% in the US market. The other is the Instacart, a fresh produce delivery service operating in the US and Canada. The companies are valued at $16 and $13.7 billion, respectively. Other notable IPOs this fall include the Airbnb we mentioned in the last video and several IT companies. Among them, Snowflake, developer of cloud technologies, data analysts Palantir, and Asana, a project management software developer created by Mark Zuckerberg's neighbor and Facebook co-founder Dustin Moskovitz. The latter, the world's youngest billionaire in 2011, almost disappeared from the radar after leaving Facebook to devote himself to developing Asana. It seems that Moscovitz's behavior did not surprise anyone at the time and does not surprise now. After all, we speak about a man who agreed to be interviewed for Forbes only because he was promised not to give any more interviews until the end of the year. Asana and its creator follow a slow but steady path. Unlike its competitors, the company does not hold high-profile funding events, preferring the natural development process. At the same time, in the financial terms, Asana shows excellent results, plus 86% of revenue for the reporting year and 70% growth for the second quarter of 2020 compared to the same quarter of 2019. However, an increase in revenue is followed by an increase in losses. Now, the primary goal of Asana and Moskovitz is a successful IPO. The intentions seem to be quite noble. Moskovitz himself does not need money, but he wants the company's and his employees' well-being. Asana is now estimated at $1.5 billion. Continuing the IPO theme, another Tesla competitor is preparing to file for a public offering. This time we are talking about the Texans Hyliion, manufacturers of electric trucks. The company plans to go public through a reverse merger with Tortoise Acquisition Corp. A particular feature of Hyliion is that the company focuses not on the production of electric trucks from scratch, but on the addition of an electric transmission on the already finished vehicles. Since the announcement of the merger, Tortoise Acquisition shares are up more than 300%. QuantumScape company continues in the same vein. A lithium battery maker is also planning to go public through a merger already backed by Volkswagen's investment. As we said in the last video, the hype around the electric car industry, the rapid development of the technologies, and most importantly, the demand for such products directly affect the economy of companies already listed on the stock exchange and can give a boost to those who are just planning to surrender to investors. Have you dreamed of flying cars? For now, let's start with electrical ones, and then we'll see. And now it's time for amazing stories, upcoming economic news. There are two critical things to watch out this week. On Thursday, September 10th, a regular meeting of the European Central Bank will take place. It shouldn't bring anything new. The interest rate will remain at zero. Now the bank representatives are more concerned about the recent strengthening of the euro against other world currencies. According to some members of the ECB Council, this could set the economic recovery in the region back a few steps. The currency is strengthening. What's wrong with that? The problem is that growth happens when the demand is still weak and the European economy is very dependent on this demand. This whole situation may lead to a revision of inflation forecasts, which will lead to a different set of decisions and problems. The second event is the UK GDP report. Brexit and the coronavirus rocketed the country's economy in 2020. In the second quarter, the country's GDP plunged by 20.4%. This is one of the worst results in Europe and in the world for this quarter. A month after such a failed report, September 11th, forecasts still do not predict further decline, but the final result for the third quarter, in any case, can be summed up only later. The most important thing is that the British do not slide even deeper since they are left alone with their problems after leaving the European Union. You can find all other events of the current week's economic calendar on the RoboMarkets website. We will meet there. Here is your financial news of the week. Thanks for watching this video till the end. Subscribe to the channel to not miss the next videos and give this one a thumbs up if you liked it. Take care and see you next time.